Have you ever moved your lawnmower and found a big oil spot under it like this? This is on the left rear wheel area, drive motor. I moved it and this thing has never leaked anything until I moved it the other day. And this big old spot of oil is under it. Let's go see what it was. All right, here we are at the lawnmower. It's a 2015 Scag Cheetah 61-inch deck. It's got the 27 horsepower Kawasaki engine on it. Let's see where this leak is coming from. You see I already got the wheel off just to gain access. And what I found, you can see it's all wet right in there. This is your return to neutral setup here. And then if we crawl underneath, there's a seal. Mine's leaking from this return to neutral seal, which is right there. So I'm going to have to take all this mechanism off to gain access to it, to fix it. There's a little lip seal in there. And you can see it's just about ready to drip right there. It's just oily. Anyway, that's where it's leaking on this. It's not up top where the fan hooks. You can see it's dry as a bone up there. I've seen videos where them have leaked, but that's not the case in this. So I've got to get all this apart. And there is a bolt behind this bracket. I don't know if the video really shows it, but I can't even get my finger in there. And the bolt comes out this way. There's a nut on the other side. So probably what I'm gonna have to do is loosen up these 4 bolts and try to slide the whole transaxle in just enough to get that bolt out. At least I think I need to take it off. Yeah. And probably to do that, if we get underneath, I'm going to have to take this linkage off and this linkage off to allow me to slide the transaxle this way. Just 2 linkages, 1/2 inch socket and wrench will get them off pretty quick. And that's all I gotta do is just take this and that bolt out, and it should be enough to slide it this way. All right, let's get started on this. All right, well, good afternoon. I'm Brad, and this is Shop Peddling. As mentioned in a previous video while I was working on this tractor, I made mention that I had some parts ordered for this 2015 Scag Cheetah. My parts are in. Which are all down there in the floor. And what I've got here is I'm going to change the deck belt, the hydro belts. I got the hydro gear filters, and makes mention in the manual to replace this bolt, and I see why, because it's got Loctite on it. Oh, hello there. Got the shop manager here today. And here is the lip seal that we're going to be replacing. And let's see. Right there. Oh. All right. I'm going to get y'all set up here, and we'll get going on this thing. Okay, the first thing you want to get is, if you can, I downloaded this offline, was a repair manual for this ZT54 powertrain service repair manual. This is for the hydrogear pumps, and that's what this unit has on here. You'll see where it says hydrogear ZT5400. So that's what we're working on. And you'll open it up. And we are working on this return to neutral assembly option. So we're going to go to page 18. All right, and there's a breakdown of what we're going to be doing. That's the piece with the spring on it. So we're just going to disassemble this piece by piece. And number, I think it's 56, it says this bolt. That's the bolt that I purchased this bolt because they say it's a one-time use only bolt. And then this is the seal we're going to be replacing right here. And the very first thing I'm going to do is take this bracket, this arm loose, and this other arm right here loose. The only reason I'm going to do that is because I think I'm going to have to slide this unit in to gain access to this bolt right here. I won't be able to get that bolt out without sliding this in, so I'm just going to take these 4 bolts out. And that's what I'll work on. Is first thing I'm going to do is get these 2 arms, that arm and this arm, disconnected. Looks like this bolt's got a spacer on it. So we'll just put the spacer back on and the nut back on. This last one off. That's all we'll have to do under there for right now. To remove this spring right here. So we'll get that removed. Basically all I did to get this off was I just kind of pried up under it and it popped it right off. Now it says is to remove this. Kind of take this all off together. And I'm going to lay everything down in the order that I take it off, just stack it. I don't think I'm gonna have to take these bolts out. We'll get this linkage off right here. And this linkage is hooked to your handles to go forward and backwards. These are 7/16. Looks like it's got a washer. It's got a washer that goes in between the rod and the plate. So just remember, a washer goes in there. Got that up out of the way. I think this piece just slips off. Yep. All right, now the book talks about, we'll get this off, which is an Allen. And the book talks about this piece. I'll tell you about it in a second. I'm going to get some brake clean and kind of wash that up a little bit. Let's take a little compressed air, blow it off, kind of dry it up. Now you'll see this has got a slot in it. And it looks like it's adjustable. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mark where this is, and I'm going to try to put it back exactly where it was. So hopefully we won't have to do any adjustments. Mark it on this side too. And maybe down here. Now we'll remove this Allen, which is a 1/4 inch. All right, now there's a spacer behind this bracket too. Right here. Goes in there behind it, like so. Now you can really see where it's been leaking. Anyway, now we're going to take out this other Allen bolt right here. But you can really see that seal is leaking now. wash it up a little bit more. Don't want any dirt getting in there. A little bit more air. This one's adjustable too, so I'm going to mark this one too. This Allen here is a 3/16 to get that out. Just going to put a small amount of heat on here. And bolts do have a little bit of Loctite on them. That's why they're so hard to get out. All right, we'll get this off. Just like so. All right, we're now ready to pop this seal out. How's this gonna go? There's the seal out. All right, here's the seal I'm putting in there. Part number 55526, lip seal. And there is a shoulder in there for the seal to bottom out at when it's in all the way. It'll stop. I'm gonna put a little transmission assembly grease right here, just around this lip, to help protect it when we push it in. And this is what I use. And this seal has a spring right here behind it, so that goes into the pump, and this is what will face out towards you. Goes in fairly easy. It's got a little bit of a socket here to push it in. All right, she's in. Let's give it just a little bit of a tap here. And that's it. She's bottomed out. All right, now we'll start putting her back together. Remember, this is our first piece. We're going to line that top red mark up with the red mark that I put on there before I took it apart. Like so. These things had red Loctite on them. I'm just going to I'm not going to go back with red Loctite. I'm just going to put some Vibratite on it. Just kind of hold it on your mark there. We're just going to snug this up real good. Being mindful of your mark. Just keep an eye on you, make sure your mark don't move. Next piece it'll go on. And remember, this one had a this washer went in there behind that to space it, give it the spacing off this plate here. And this is one that had the 1/4 inch Allen bolt. You know, I'm gonna put some of that Vibratite on there. Again, lining the marks up, the 3 marks that I put on there. All right, here's our next piece. Get it on here the right way. This thing won't go on but one way because it's got a square in the plate and the shaft square, so it just goes back on like that. This is that bolt they're talking about you got to replace. Well, I've got a new one. Here's the part number for the bolt, 51812. Go ahead and hook this rod back up. Remember, the washer goes in the center here, in between the 2 plates. I think what I'm gonna do is go ahead and put this spring back on. Now this spring is stiff as all get out. Almost got it. All right, there's a torque spec on this bolt here. I'm gonna look it up real quick. All right, so this bolt torques to 230 inch-pounds, which I converted it to foot-pounds, which is 19 foot-pounds. All right, that's everything up here. Now I'll just go back underneath and tighten up those two linkages that I didn't even have to take off. Well, there you have it. That's how to replace the lip seal on your return to neutral mechanism that's leaking like mine was. Like I said, it wasn't that bad. Really no special tools, pretty straightforward. Like I said, just mark your plates. This plate, not that plate, but the two behind it to get your orientation right so your return to neutral stuff right here will line up. Well, hope y'all enjoyed this video, and like I say, maybe this will help somebody out. I never could find anything on YouTube how to put one of these seals in, so I just researched it myself and did it for y'all. Hopefully this will help you out. All right, I hope y'all enjoyed this video on putting that lip seal in that return to neutral mechanism on this 2015 Scag Cheetah. I hope this video was helpful to some of you and hope you found value in it. If you do like these videos, I know I'm new to YouTube, I only got a couple of videos. I think this will be video number 4. Please consider liking and subscribing. I mean, I've got a lot of good things that I'm going to be working on in the near future, and got a Duramax. My truck's got to put a set of injectors in it. I got to finish up this tractor, which that'll be back on there. But anyway, and maybe for long I'll have some power strokes to mess with. That's the majority of what I do is work on power stroke diesels. A little bit about me, I worked in a dealership for 14 years. Kind of quit that, and I started working on them here and there, just messing with them at home. But anyway, I've been working on the power strokes for about 26 years, so you'll see a lot of them on here, I'm sure, and hopefully there'll be a lot of how-to stuff on them to help you guys out with these Fords. But anyway, thanks again for watching, and like I said, if you found this helpful, just please like and subscribe. Appreciate it.